was totally ready, and then 1 minute beforehand, I noticed I forgot my microphone. That's also why it's precariously here on the chair because I had to put it somewhere, and this is a table it cannot be put on, and I have no clue where the normal mount is for putting it on. But welcome, guys. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Please let me know if you can hear me. I have seen comments before, but where are they now? Because I know this is not the first one. There you go. Hello, Larissa. 4 minutes left. You got this. You nailed it. Oh, I love it. Please tell me you have eaten something or drink something. Hello, Ewald. How you're doing? Ewald have read all 4. He was done before anybody else. Well done, Larissa. Definitely. Hello. How you doing, Josephine? Hey, this is a good one. Thank you. I was like, yeah, I'll let you know I'm here, but then I forgot the microphone, didn't I? Hello, Evka. Did it work out? Were you able to read a Sprinkle Sorcery today? Let me know. Oh, thank you. Hello, Kate. How are you doing? Kate also finished today, but she had an hour spare. So, yes, that was me. I took out my external hard drive, and that's where the mushrooms were on. But it had to be done, otherwise I could not put in my microphone. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, that was me. I'm sorry. At least it's not my internet. No, it was definitely me. I was a refresh. I'm so sorry. Hello. Hello again. You can hear me loud and clear. That's good. That's good. Now here is you. Yeah. Finding time. To joke and say, oh. Honestly, Evil, I get you. I might have done the same. I love it though. You did just in time. That doesn't matter. It counts. In this read along, you can call me Wally West with how fast I'm entering. You were, yes. And I've seen your star already, so I love that you enjoyed them. Looked like yeah, but I felt so bad. I was like, I don't want you guys to, be nervous or stressed about this. Like, it took me so long to get here. We can wait another week if, that makes you guys not stressed out about it. That's why I asked. Because I really did not want you guys to stress about it. So, today, I also thought it's going to be my first live show for books. Josephine pointed out to me that it's not, that we did this for camp as well. So, that is right. I'm good, thanks. I'm hungry from binging the book all day long. You should binge it with a snack, Kate. Charlie would say so. Charlie would tell you that. It was mustard and we're all such slackers. Yeah, that's true. Today I would like to have this some sort of organized, scheduled, because I know people will be watching this back when they have not read it. So first of all, I would like to talk with you about A Pinch of Magic, spoiler free, if that is at all possible. Maybe we could go in atmosphere first, then in characters, and then in plot, because I'm pretty sure plot will immediately become non-spoiler free. I would then like to do the little quiz that's in the back here to see which Withershins sisters we are. Then people that haven't read the books still can join in, still do those. Then talk spoilers about this one, and then let's go into the second book. Because I'm pretty sure you have all read it that are here. If not, let me know in the poll. But please keep this spoiler free for the first half. only spoilers for this book, not spoilers for the first book, because I don't think that's possible. And then we're gonna talk about this again, atmosphere, characters, plot, and then go into spoilers. I have tapped them because I love it so much, and I might want to share some quotes with you guys. Let me all know. I listened to the audio while making eating pasta. That is great. And I was just about to ask, did you guys read it physically or did you do the audiobook? The first time I did audiobooks, and now I've read them physically. I think both are great. There are not really much illustrations or any in these, so you don't miss out on anything if you do the audiobooks. Oh, I did breakfast and lunch. That is good. Charlie would definitely have a snack, yeah. I'm pretty sure Winchester I'm gonna be in the quiz, but we'll see. Hello, Aleta. How you doing? Oh, this is the lady that gave me my stitch back. Just so you guys know, she's my best friend. If I talk about my best friend, this is the one. Aleta, hello. First thing first. Larissa, you're right. You're right. I absolutely love these covers. They are gorgeous. Can we see who illustrated them? Not on the cover itself, right? Text, mob, and chapter illustrations are by Michelle Harrison itself. That's nice. But who did the cover? That's what I want to see. I have no clue. Guys, I have no clue. My eyes would have gotten in the way. Yeah, makes total sense. Love makes total sense. And I do love these audiobooks. I don't think you missed out on anything, and they're really good. Audiobook, but they do have them physically. Isn't that the best? Ebook, physical, and audiobook. You got them all. That's amazing, Larissa. That's amazing. I read the first one physical in January. I did a reread of it with audiobook, and I loved it, so I decided to go with audiobook. Yeah, I absolutely love these books on audio too. They were jam packed with fun little duties, but sister looks so angry on the sprinkles. Yeah, I would be, because we know what scene this is right now, don't we? I would have been mad too. I can't play them. Yes, I love them so much. Yeah, me too. So let's talk atmosphere about these books. I think the atmosphere is one of the reasons I love them so much. They're middle grades, right? But they still feel kind of, they have a darky atmosphere. The island is very dark. I just love how Michelle Harrison writes things, or not subscribe, describe. Thank you, that's the word. Describe things. Like how she describes the mist, and that really gets me into the feeling. And I also love that she, but that's more character, so maybe not go into that right now. But I did love the atmosphere. And I did love how she picked the name of the family, actually, because I didn't know at first. In the audiobook, that isn't mentioned. But she says, "Dear reader, isn't widdershins a great word? It came across it while researching witches for work, obviously. It means to go in the wrong direction or anti-clockwise, and it's considered unlucky. That's why I chose this as the name of the family in this story." And everything is thought out so much. I love that. They're cozy, just enough of dark X to make it more cozy. Exactly right. Yeah, I think that's why I like it, because they are very very cozy. They're very wholesome. They're definitely comfort books, but they're not all mushy smushy. Everything is gonna be fine books, and I like them. The atmosphere is so well done. It has the cozy, it has the spooky, it has the dark, it has the family vibes, it has the fun. Everything is in there, and you really feel everything. Yeah, I feel that too. The personality of the characters are so well done and work. Yeah. Oh, those, Larissa, those. We're gonna talk a lot about characters because these are my favorite characters ever, especially Charlie. So, spoiler alert. It's darker place with cozy miscandles. Yeah, and I do really appreciate that she dares to do certain things. In middle grade books, she does not shy away from stuff, but also there is such a lore to this world. I feel like the world building is really well done. Um, they obviously make sign of the crow, and that has a whole backstory why they do that, and I love that. And then the crow played part in the curse again, and obviously the crow already feels a bit darker than like any other bird. So I do feel like that's done really well, and that's why these books feel so layered, because you don't get to see a lot of the world even in book one, but there's still enough lore to get into that you also get. I love that you get chapters from now, but also get chapters from the past where the lore is coming from and the curse is coming from, and that is very enjoyable to me. But it also gives the book more depth, or the world more depth, and that's what I really like. It's not as flat, or you know. I do think that's why it's, you have middle grade books and you have really really well done middle grade books, and I think this is a really well done middle grade book. If that makes any sense to anybody, but that's definitely how I feel. And I think, yeah, I think I would give the world building and the atmosphere a 9. Exactly, you feel the world is complete, and I love the atmosphere, like you all said, dark at times, but also cozy when it's going on. Yeah, definitely. In the words of Homer Simpson, a murder of block of prose is called a murder. Yeah, I love that so much. And she does play with that as well. So yeah, I love it. Yeah, and everything gets built together one step after the other, so it keeps you so intrigued. Yeah, definitely. I love the interludes, especially the one in the sorcery. Read like a fairy tale. Yeah. That's the sorcery ones. That is my favorite part of the book, the interludes. Yeah. So if you need to give, you know, a number between 1 and 10 for the atmosphere, what would you rate it? How much or how low would it get? Like, does this make the book for you? Or is there another aspect why you love these books or why you hated these books? Like, everything is fine. I obviously love them, otherwise I wouldn't reread them. I was so scared to reread them. Because rereads can go two ways, right? You love them and they're very special, and the second time isn't as special. And you love them just a tiny bit less. Or you're so glad you're back and you get sucked in immediately, and that's what I had with the first book, and that's why this one is stepped up so much. Everything they said I love, basically, and I was so happy to be there. And yeah, it was great for me. 9. I 9. That's amazing. Yeah, so we all kind of agree on a high score there. So we gotta do it, and it's gonna take most of the live show. So let's get 8 or 9. Yeah, fair, very reasonable. Did anybody put it through Corpal? Because I don't. I just, yeah, I love it. 5 stars. So we still love this book. Yeah, I was in such a reading slump, and I picked this book up. I couldn't read anything physically, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes! These are my girls." So let's talk characters because yeah, they're great, right? Oh, and this is one quote I've done, and it is a bit of an atmospheric quote, which I should have talked in the first. But this is my, we're gonna count this as my first time, guys. Trick or treat, the marshes are misty and the sugar is sweet. She twirled and hoped like an imp as a regular looked on in amusement. And this is obviously Charlie. Charlie, you cannot make her happier than with sweets or treats or anything edible. But the way she makes rhymes and songs and poems about stuff that contribute to the lore so much, and I love that. I just love that so much. I was very happy to be back with his family, and the second book blew me even more. Yeah, and the third is my favorite. I don't use Copa anymore. It was yeah, totally get it, Larissa. It was very stressful for me too. That's why I'm just like, yeah, no. If I DNF'd it and I hate it, one. If I didn't like it, but I can see that others, I didn't hate it, two. If it's average, three. If I loved it, four. If it's new favorite, five. I agree. In 9 for books set in only a few places due to the plot of the story. The world building is yeah. It's just yeah. I do think that's you have a good point there that it is actually very confined. That part of the story, like you said, and make it that more hard to make it feel full and a whole world, and she did that. And you've never reread too, so that makes yeah. I've reread Gozerd, and I didn't like Gozerd as much as the first time. So I was very nervous. Same. I did not read these, but wanted to come and say, hi, Donna, we're now on non-spoilery, so it's still safe, but I love that you say hi. That is also my fave. Yeah. That will. Guys, I'm so excited to get into that one. It's gonna be amazing. Character-wise. So we have Granny, that is a major character, obviously. We have Fliss, we have Betty, we have Charlie, the 3 Widdisham sisters. Who's your fave? We have more characters, but like, the dead in prison is there. How's the witch called? And it's close. I have it close in my head, but it's not quite right, and I don't want to mispronounce it. Sorsha, right? Hey to Donna. I absolutely love Charlie and the way she justifies doing something. Yeah. That is something. She's cheeky and naughty, but cute. Yeah. And she knows it. That's the problem. She knows she's cute, and she gets away with it. That's the whole problem. But it's fierce and that's from what second guess herself. So like, yeah. I would love Betty to have more confidence. And I love how she grows in confidence in the book. Yeah. Granny is so badass. She's all, yeah. Granny. Oh my god. She's fierce. About fierce. Betty definitely got that from Granny. That women, you do not want to mess with Granny. Like, if it's the best, for the education of the children, is she the best? I don't know, but she is honest. She is fair with them, and I do really like that. So sad to hear about. Oh no, it wasn't sad. It's just the first time I sobbed my eyes out, and the second one I didn't. That's all. I still love it. Still 5 stars. But it was so special the first time, and then, you know, it the second time, right? Hello, everyone from Donna too. I like her model, sis. Really like her little pet golden sis, and I love her. Yeah, yeah, she is. But I do love that. That's the side you have been shown from the whole book, and then at the end, there's a twist plot going on with Fliss, right? Like, she was not that cute and innocent and little pet goblin that she is made out to be. And I absolutely loved Betty the Navigator. She has dreams and she goes for it, and I love that so much. Yeah, don't know how to write it down, but you said the name of it. Yeah, so yeah. I like Betty. She released the bridge. Yeah, she is definitely the bridge between Charlie and Fliss. But also, I do feel that Charlie gets away with everything, even from Fliss. And that Fliss is a bit harder on Betty, but Betty knows how to turn that around. And they have a very deep bond. They share everything. And that's why it went away when Fliss stopped sharing. For obvious reasons, but I do think they have a really, really well bond, and I love that. Fliss is funny in a big sister way who relies on looks but sticks up for her sister, so she needs it. Yeah, Granny, you can tell, is not one to mess with. Yeah, Granny's. Yeah. You do not want to mess with Granny. I love that. So yeah, I love Granny so much. And I did feel like I had a quote of Granny here. And I also like that in the ferry ride, they go outside and it's this big adventure, and Betty has thought about this so long. She put everything through, and she's a bit excited, also a bit scared, which is normal, right? And then Shirley is like, yeah, I'm unimpressed. And I'm more bothered by which kind of candy floss they have. Like, which color do you think they have? I feel like that's my girl. I love that. I love that so much. And this is the quote from Granny, and I think this really shows how compassionate but fierce and tough she can be. And it's like, yes, well, I can't help that, and you were going to find out sooner or later. Granny tightened her hold on Betty's arm. The familiar smell of tobacco and beer was warming in the chilly air. Ready. And Betty asked, for what? Bewildered as Grandma opened her bag. Granny didn't answer. Instead, she reached inside the monstrous carpet bag and turned it inside out, saying in a crisp voice, Poacher's pocket. I just love that Granny just like, well, you'll figure it out. You'll see. I'm not gonna explain you anything. You just have to get through this. You have to see to believe me anyway. So we're just gonna do it, and I'll catch you up later. I love that. Yeah, I love them all just for the different characters and vibes. They're all so different and together that makes them so yeah. And I do feel like they really appreciate each other and their strengths, and that's good. Only mess with Granny when she has that too much drink. Yeah, you can make her drunk and maybe get away with it. I wouldn't want to see her the next day though. I would not want to see her the next day. She is fierce. Yeah, Betty is fierce. And I love how she totally gets it from me. Yeah, and Charlie always puts a smile on her face. Yeah, Charlie is just a little ragback. If you feed her, she's happy. If you don't feed her, she's gonna be mad. And she's actually capable of hitting. So, that coincidence, I love it. Charlie's collection of animals and Becker. Yeah, they're And all the animals she needs to bury, and she really needs to bury them. And especially in the second book, the scene where she has to come clean and tell Granny, yeah, I was burying an animal in the garden again. And she was just taking it like, yeah, I know you're gonna be mad, but I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. And Granny was like, we have talked about this girl many, many times. I could just feel the, you know, the tiredness of Granny and the fierceness of Charlie. Like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, Fez definitely grows a scary. Yeah, she did. I don't think she was like that at the start, but we didn't see it, and we got to see it finally at the end. But she also does grow, so yeah, that is it is funny. I love them. So let's go into the plot wise, and I think this is where there will be spoilers. So Donna, if you're still here and you want to read this, maybe mute us or get out and come back for the or would you like, Donna, if you want to join the quiz, we can do it. And can do the quiz now to see which character we are, and then talk plot. So it is spoiler free. That might be a good idea. But it requires us to write down answers. So you might want to grab a paper or a pen, or, you know, a phone where you can put notes in. I also love that the sisters don't trust Charlie to keep any secrets, but, you know, then it turns out that he can actually keep secrets. Let me see if I can close that window because the sun is in my eye right now. And then we're going for it. I'm back. So I've never done this quiz myself. I thought it was more fun to do it here. It's which Witherspoon sisters are you? How would you describe yourself? A. Daring. B. Caring. Or C. Mischievous. Question number 2. At a party, you're most likely to be found A. Talking to a mysterious stranger. B. Topping up drinks. You need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Or C. Raiding the buffet. And you need to write down if you have put in A, B, or C. Basically. Question number 3. Your ideal gift would be a trip in a hot air balloon, that's A. A handwritten poem, that would be B. Or a pet. Yeah, some are hard. I wasn't sure on one either. I was B or C. I chose B. That one is hard. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I put down C2. I would love a pet out of all those three. However, I do think pets are not good gifts. If you want to gift a pet, please make sure that somebody actually wants that, have everything in order to take care of that pet before you gift somebody a pet. So, just wanted to say that. But yeah, give me a pet, please. I would enjoy that the most. Question number 4. You're probably a bit too fond of trouble, your reflection, or C, cake. And there are a total of 8 questions. So, question number 5. Your dream vacation would be 3 nights in a tropical rainforest, following maps and obstacle courses. B, a family caravan holiday, picking wild fruit by day and singing round a campfire at night. Or C, a week at an animal sanctuary, feeding newborn lambs and knitting jumpers for bald chickens. Why does it have to say knitting? Obviously, I want to knit, but I also want to pick wild fruit. So, again, hard one. Okay, yeah. Obviously. Who got a different answer than cake there? Who are you? 5. I don't know, guys. I want to knit, but I also want to pick fruit. I'll probably don't knit for boiled chickens, but for me, so I'll go B. 6. Your favorite game is Treasure Hunt, Kiss Chase, or Bobbing for Apples. So A is Treasure Hunt, B is Kiss Chase, and C is Bobbing for Apples. Question number 7. This is the 4th last one. When you're upset, the way to feel better is to stare up at the stars and plot a solution. Spend time with people you love. Or cuddle up with a cat and eat ice cream. So A, stare up at the stars and plot a solution. B, spend time with people you love. Or C, cuddle up with a cat and ice cream. I think Kiss Chase. I'm not entirely sure. But you have that on the playground, right? Where girls chase boys and kiss them because they don't want to. Yeah, chasing people, and if you kiss them, you kiss them. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. That's that's it. That's how you play, and it's extra fun, to kiss people that don't want to be kissed, basically, or someone you actually want to kiss. Yeah, no difference. You have 2 other options. You can also go with a treasure hunt or bobbing for apples. Isn't everyone ready for the last question? Question number 8. You'd be willing to break the rules if you were A, bored, B, in love, or C, hungry. As a guy, the kissing game would look way too creepy from my end. Yeah, probably. I think it's probably a mostly British playground. Yeah, I don't know. I think we have all done, but it wasn't very popular in the Netherlands either way. So treasure it is, because I would be afraid of drowning between the apples. No, you don't go in the apples. You have a tub with water, and then you put the apples in, and then you put your head in with your hands behind your head, and then you try to eat the apple. Get one out. For answer except question 6, which was A. I have A2 as question 6. But I did change it up. I have not. I don't have C for every question. But it basically goes which one you have the most, and I can tell you, King, if you have C, you're Charlie. So A would be for Betty. You crave excitement and are always willing to leap into the unknown, even if it means breaking the rules. Brave, independent, and resourceful, you're the one other comes for solutions to their problems, but being outspoken can sometimes land you in trouble. New places and people excite you, but don't leave behind the ones you've always been there. Yes, exactly like this. You're a Charlie. I love Charlie so much. Being mostly fliss, your caring nature is one of your best qualities, and spending time with loved ones and making people happy is what you find most rewarding. While you tend to let others lead, don't be afraid to stop daydreaming and take control sometimes. With your charm and persuasion, you might just surprise yourself at how capable you are. And I do love that description. Figured it would be Charlie could have been my kid when it comes to food. I feel like I do still try to solve all my problems with food, so always hungry and I'm obsessed and not a little bit. Sounds about right? 2A for B. You're a Betty. That's nice. You're a Betty, Ava. Right? No, B is fliss. You're a fliss. You're caring about others. I love that. Find it funny for C being Charlie, but boo for B not being. Yeah, that's why I was confused right now. That's why well, Fliss goes too late in the alphabet for this quiz. Yeah, it should be A would be Fliss, because then they would also be in order of age. I have 1A, 3B, and 4C. Nice. I love it. C, we're mostly all C. That would be Charlie. Mischievous and daring, you go wherever the fun leads you. Your loyalty is as unshakable as your nerve. There's not much that scares you. Despite preferring friends with 4 legs rather than 2, you're great company. Incredibly smart and perceptive, but you're not being distracted by all things fluffy or your rumbling tummy. And that sounds about right. That is exactly how it goes. If I see something fluffy or delicious, I'm out, guys. I'm confused. So this is where we're going into spoilers. This is where we will leave spoiler-free territory. So if you have not read any of the books, this is where you leave us. Please go read the books first and then watch the rest of the show. Because at least for book 1, the rest of the show will be spoilers. Later on, there will be a tiny bit that is spoiler free for book 2, but that will probably contain spoilers in book 1. And if you're Charlie, I love you. But honestly, I love Betty and Fliss as much, so I would want to quiz with if you're Granny. That would be fun. Right? So let's talk plot, guys. And this is gonna be spoilers again. But I absolutely love how everything about the curse, turns it somewhere. I love how they always see crows flying. I love that the sound of the crows is how you know you have activated the curse. I love how the magical objects are tied into the curse. It's just, I think it's really, really well thought out of. And I love how the curse, you know, is described. Let me see, because I have, again, check that. Where is my tab? My dear first tab. No, this is where they get the things. Book 1 did give me a bit of Inzuma 11 flashback, with one of the moves being the tower now. Yeah, I haven't read or seen Inazuma 11, so I don't know how important the tower is there. I'm sorry. But I love the tower, and I love the lore of the tower. I love that it's made out of gravestones, and that's why there is no magic possible or anything possible there, because it's just built out of that, basically, and I love that. I would so not be Granny, but I love her. Yeah, I might. I might be Granny. I love why you hear the crowds when the crows. Yes. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Because that's the last thing that Saoirse heard when she jumped. That is the reason you hear them. I think the details of this in this book and in this curse and in this lore are so well done. All the details about the curse come together, and then finding out the story of how the curse came. Yeah. What was surprising though to me was that they lost 2 of the 3 objects immediately. For some reason, I remember that being later in the books, but it wasn't. So that was surprising to me. I loved the objects. I loved that there were 3 of them. I loved, why they were chosen, why the mirror and the bag and the dolls are chosen. I love the first time Betty got them and she got invisible. She was, really thinking about doing some weird shit, and immediately Charlie wanted to do it because, she wanted to keep. She wanted to be mischievous, basically. This was her way out of weird stuff. And I love that the back looks so old and ragged, but then it can do so much. And it was, I found it so stupid that, their dad knew and he blattered about it in prison, and that's why the young dude in prison knew, and they had to get out, had to get somebody out of prison. And then obviously, was a lie. He didn't know how to defeat the curse. But I think that's so realistic, because every prisoner that would have known that would have done that. And Granny wasn't smart. She didn't look good enough, or her dad didn't look good enough. And so they may find out. story was so sad. Yeah, the story of Saoirse is very, very sad. Um, it does give, you know, a storyline of don't bully people because, you know, you make their life sucky and you might get paid for it for a long time. The flashback chapters to Saoirse and her sister forgot. Yeah, I don't know her name. Very well done, involved the twistle. Yeah, the sister. The sister betraying her. I hate that. It's good for the story, don't get me wrong, but damn that sister. She should. I would have cursed the sister too. This is why I might be a granny too, but yeah, I totally get, the cursing part. Perhaps the both name got you confused as to why they backlove the sisters. No, I can tell you, but I can't tell the others why I was confused. So I'll text you on Instagram. Because I'm not doing it in this live show because it's a spoiler for the fourth book. But it has something to do with the fourth book you want. So you might guess it then. Yeah, the betrayal by sources in a book is about, yeah, a book that is so about a sisterly bond. And I think that's what made it great, that it showed two sides. Sisters can make each other better, and if they help each other, you get this really strong pack of girls who can do basically anything. But on the other hand, sisters sometimes are ugly to each other and very jealous, and then it can turn ugly really quickly and the whole family has to pay for it. Let me look up the sister's name, because Prue was the sister's name. I honestly don't remember. Prue does ring a bell, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Prue. It's Prue. You're right, Ape. Really well done. I thought it was, but it wasn't true. That was my mind playing tricks on me from all the charmed up emoji. Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. This could ring a bell because of three other witches. The author did an amazing job finding the balance between serious topics and middleware. Yeah. Yeah, I do feel that. And I especially feel that in the second book. The first book sets things up really well. Yeah. It is a bit crim cozy. Is that a genre? We got it. We make it a genre, right? Grim cozy. This is grim cozy. True literacy. Yeah. Yeah, I do think. And I love that she is daring to do, she did put father in jail. Yes, he got out. But he has been in jail. And the girls had to live with that. And we have seen that. I love that. So yeah, I do think she did that very well. Nowadays. Nowadays, yeah. If I ever talk about crim cozy again, this is it. This is what I mean. Okay, so I did a poll, and 30% of you did not read the second book. I would like to go into the second book now, because most of you have read it, and most of you have finished it today in a hurry. So I would like to get to talk about it. But please feel free, if you haven't read it, to turn off. We will try to do the first part spoiler free, so it might hype you up to read it anyway. Obviously that's gonna be spoilers for book 1, because the story will continue. So if you're watching this back later, you have read book 1, but you haven't read book 2, you can see that still a bit. But again, this is spoilers for book 1, but spoiler free for book 2. if you guys are ready for it, if you still want to say anything about the first book, let me know. We'll discuss. I love it. I love grim books. Fingerty warming slightly to after being dragged in from the adventure, but still being Fingerty, I love him, but also it's also the other way around because the girls all had they had a view of him which wasn't great. They had their mind made up, but he proved more helpful. So they warmed up to him too, and he warmed up to the girls, being like, oh, they can actually do stuff, like Flish turning out to hit her kidnapper, which I love. That was a great Flish moment, hitting the dude because she wasn't a princess. I love it. Yes, read it, everyone. It's great. Yeah. Oh, let's do ratings first for the first book, maybe. That might be smart. Obviously, 5 stars for me. That's why I wanted to reread it. It's fine. 5 stars. It was 5 stars again. I love it. I went into book 2 without reading the synopsis. I was ready to just dive into it and be surprised by what would happen to this. Yeah, I love that. Same with the first time. Same. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, and that's why I'm so hyper focused on telling people there will be spoilers and for what, because I don't want you to get spoiled because that would ruin the books. 5 stars. Yeah. 5 stars. Yeah. Same. Both were 5 stars for me. 5 stars. And the best thing is, my favorite book in the series still has to come. Yeah, same on both. Yeah. And my favorite book still has to come. And it's always also Evil's favorite book. So that's the one we will be reading next. Is a Tangle of Spells. And then there's a cat. And I can tell you right now, you could read this for camp next week. Just so you know. It will fulfill prompts. I read the first book last year and immediately bought the rest. Yeah, it's. I honestly think this is one of the gems of middle grade. You always have books that are standing out in their genre, and I think for me, this series definitely is one. Can't wait for us to read that one. Yeah. Me neither. I forgot so much about the second one though. Alright, well, we might be able to refresh your memory. We'll see. You know, did it get better when you were reading? I think I gave it 4 stars the first time I read it, but rereading it with audio and discussing it here makes me go, oh yes! I love it. You winning! Yes! Please go give Michelle some love. It was amazing. Yeah, I think she's amazing. I could if I didn't still have 14 more books. Yeah, but this is a quick one, Kate. Just so you know, this is a quick one. All right, let's get into book 2. Yeah. I figured that halfway when I was talking. I'm sorry, Lewis. You have read them already. But did it... Like, I forgot that we lost most of the magical objects in book 1. I thought it was book 4. So there are a lot of things. I do think I remember book 2 quite well because I absolutely loved the lore of the Witch Island in this. So that I remember very well. 14K, you crazy. And I'm not gonna bet, like, I'll see her do it. She has 10 more days. I'll see her do it. If that woman sets her mind to reading a book and finishing a book, she can do it very fast. Yo, hence always the colors high. Seems embarrassed to never show it. Yes, this is the pirate book. I love this one. I think this one has even more lore in it, and I love it so much. This is also Witch Island lore. Witch lore is the best lore. Then there are pirates in this that I absolutely loved. Spit. I love Spit. And I love the little girl. How? I forgot her name. How dare I? Oh, thanks for the comment. That's why life is like this and book club shit is super good together, realize more. Yeah. I that's why I love it. Because I was reading this with Josephine as a buddy read as well, and she noticed things that I didn't notice, and I was like, oh my god, I need to reread that. You're right. Pirates, yes, oof, I loved her. Yeah, and I hated her. Yeah, but her backstory, I get it. Yeah, the story of the tree, but that's it, right? That's a story on its own. If I bought a fairy tale-esque book and that story was in it, that story alone, I would have ranked 4 or 5 stars. But that's the story we're just getting inside another book. And that's why I feel these books are so full with world building and lore as well. Like the Thomas Taylor books. The last one is Mermedusa, but the first one is Melamander. That whole series, their world building is also very big and feels full because of the lore they put into the stories. Not as much as the places you see, like we have discussed. The first book, we don't see a lot of places. In this book, we get to see a bit more. But honestly, if there still are only 3 places, we don't see that much places. But still, the world feels very big because of all the lore that it contains. And I feel like I understand the people that live in the village better. Even we don't really see them. And that's what I love. Willow, yes, Willow. Oh, Willow. Oh, my Willow. I love her. The cutie nearly, yeah, the cutie. That is I think that's the best description of Willow. The cutie that nearly broke my heart. Cause I did twig who she was quite early on, but there was still plenty of just that I didn't see. Yeah. I all forgot about Willow. Whoopsie. Because the thing we have now, there are some interesting witchy backstories to this world. Yes. Absolutely. You're like, that might be part of my level. The Tree Brothers reminded me a lot of Tree Brothers from Tales. Yeah, Peter and Bart and Harry Potter, definitely. Yeah, that story alone was fantastic, so rich. I love that. Just one as book one, you have these storytelling chapters. Yeah, apps. I absolutely love that here. This book is, I think, a bit more dark in atmosphere than the first book. I love that. I do love that in this book, and this is why I say, like, Michelle Harrison does dare to do stuff as a middle grader, right? Because the curse will be set in action, which is scary. And there were times that I really didn't know if the girls would make it or if everything will be all right. No, that was in the first book. And in this is the dark is coming of Willem. And you get these amazing snippets of glimpses of what might happen and what might be the truth about Willem. And those are dark. And I love it. So yeah, such a wisp of a girl. Yeah, I love Willow very, very much. I would go into plot with you guys, but that will mean spoilers for everyone that is still here and don't want spoilers. This is your time to leave. We're full on spoiler territory now. So yeah. Well done. Yeah. Well done. So we're gonna talk about it, right? Let's talk about Willem. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? Because I immediately picked up on the hints that Willow might be the one who may or may not be making it from the drowning. And I thought the hints were so well done. Obviously, they're not as I they're a bit more in your face maybe than some other books, because I do feel like that is part of the middle grade genre, and not as much, as a mystery as I would read a adult mystery. But I did love the little notes that she keeps being wet, that she is getting more invincible every single minute, that the wisp slide is turning out. Yeah, absolutely. Her hair not drying was kind of obvious. That was absolutely true. Yeah, that was the one for me, as well as the not seeing. And I don't know. It was clear as well that the girls can see her, but nobody else can. I thought she was dead pretty early, but I thought the wisp was her mom. Yeah, no, she was the wisp. Yeah. Um, and as soon as the girls get kidnapped because they think Charlie might be Willow, that's when you already see that nobody can see Willow except the girls. And I love that scene because that is where Charlie has to explain why she was outside and the door wasn't locked because she buried another animal. Well, she was specifically told not to many times by Granny, and she just took it like a champ. So, and Charlie gave the abductors a hard time. Yeah, I guess it, but I probably missed a lot of these details just you just mentioned. Yeah, I do feel like it's even more obvious on a reread, because you know that she almost died already, and then it's really obvious. But they did guess it the first time, and I love that you dare to put three girls out there with a might be dying or already dead girl in the marshes hunting for a witch island in the middle grade. You have balls as a writer. I love it. Charlie. Fact that the abductors were so tired of Charlie because she kept butchering them about food. I love it. It's just so funny to me. And then I do think it's very brave of the girls to leave Granny in this jail kind of prison thing in the ground because they need to save their sister. I don't know if I could have done that. Maybe I know I would have split up or custody law. Did I say something weird again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you said something weird again. I hope I'm not as laggy as I am for myself. But we're on internet kills, so I don't know what else I could do to improve that. It does say it has a problem. It was great, huh? When she was like, you take me to Crowstone. How great, what an adventure. Or that she said to Granny, oh, Granny, don't worry. I've been kidnapped before. I can do it. I'm great at being kidnapped. Girl, this is not something you want to be great at. And then obviously, the adults couldn't remember from the first book. So they were all thinking she was crazy. Yeah, that's so much of a trailer. How poor the food is you. But I also feel her. And that's how she discovered the first in the book. in the first book that I can time travel. She literally discovered that because she wanted to get some beignets. Oh, it was someone Charlie said custardy. Yeah, she did say that. Everything's food to Charlie. Everything is food. Um, it is a bit like Mrs. Smith. I'm so sorry. But now you're back. All right. Yeah, it does say green now, and I have not changed anything. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. And then they come to the pirates. And she does the whole Betsy does the whole thing with the dolls to make them scared. And how scary must that have been for Fliss and Willow to get with the pirates on the boat? Yeah, I'm great at being kidnapped. Really proud. She was really, really proud. That is not something to be proud of, girl. I'm sorry. But good. I'm glad you're good at it. Yeah. That's that's so funny to me. That's stuff that I love. And I love that, we get a bit of the background story of Spade, and that, Betty doesn't trust him really, but she does grow on him. And I think that's really funny. But I love the first sentence of this book so much. Immediately got me into the book. There was once a powerful witch who lived on the edge of the marsh. She lived alone except for a familiar, a large black raven. I was like, yeah, let's go. This is amazing. Charlie is such a champion, yeah. But I think Betty handled this all really well. She really took the lead here and what to do, and that was so fun. And I love that. Betty was like, Fliss, he's sweet on you. Like, be nice. Throw your hair back. Be nice. And Fliss like, I'm not sweet on him. I don't care. Just do it. All right. I love that. How you told them their sisters are coming to save and they should be careful. Yeah. Like 2 other kids are gonna make a difference, Charlie. Like, I love that. Charlie is Jimmy. I would have been so scared if I was taken away like that. No, she was just afraid of hunger. That's all. And to be fair, they have these dolls, so they obviously do have a big advantage. So it was probably scary for Fliss when Shirley makes them visible. Yeah, because she understandably wanted to see her sister. Yeah. That was the whole scene where Betty found out that Charlie did that. And she was so scared for Fliss as well. And she honestly was really angry and she had to hold that back, but Charlie did see it and she got really afraid all of a sudden for her sister. And then I can't think about Fliss being there, all visible between all these pirates all of a sudden. And then still being smart and thinking your way out of it and telling some lies. So Fliss is, so sweet and wholesome because they truly love each other. And then we obviously get to the Witch Island, which is the best part of the book for me. It's so steeped in lore. And I love that you need to look through a hagstone to see the map, but also see on the island. I love that you immediately meet the crow, and they're all very worried about it. And then Fliss and Betsy figure it out, and they were like, Betty is especially like, no, we have to be very nice to this raven because, yeah, that's the way. That's gonna be a problem if we're not nice. And that's so went into the heart, yes. And Charlie was so sad because she thought she messed everything up now because, yeah, she didn't know. Yeah, and she didn't know. And it's understandable that such a young child would see her sisters. So she just quoted dolls without thinking why their sisters are hidden. Sir, you're gonna get angry about that because your other sister is now in danger. Yeah. I love it. It's it's so ingrained in lore, and it's something from this world. So I think it's it might be a bit obvious or not original, but it does make the world feel a bit magical too, and that's what I love. And then the whole island based like a witch, but depending on which side you look at it. So they had to walk around, and obviously the pirate was not patient enough for it. And I do feel like Fliss knew very well how to deal with that. And that's saying something about Granny, maybe. But also maybe their dad. Like, the girls knew too well how to deal with such a person. Um, a kid should that. But they do. Obviously, they have been, abducted twice now. So they know a bit about full top people. But I did like all the puzzles and the riddles and the mazes and stuff on the island, and all the little tricks from the witch that she had. And what Josephine pointed out to me, which I did not register at first, was that in the beginning you actually see the witch, her shadow standing somewhere that's specified. So the witch is following them, and she is probably the one that threw back the pin of wool or linen, or the pin they chose. And I didn't register that, but I think she's right, and I love that. I love that little detail that the witch kind of check them, and they test. They've got through our test, so now she thinks they're worthy, and she's helping them a bit, which I love. I really like that detail. I think we're very laggy again, and I don't know how to fix it. See if this helps. Also, the chest was very creepy when Ronja pulled it. Yeah, I did love that Betty was the one who find out immediately. We all see something different. This is a test, and obviously Rona fell for it, and I think that's good. I don't think the girls could have handled her, so I think this is a great way to deal with the pirate. Yeah, but that was written very creepy, very distracting. She really got sucked in, and almost got spit sucked in. Because she likes food and pets. So I think that is very, very. But it was all like, and obviously Fliss wanted to go home and have her family safe and be with her family. So it was also very logical that she would see that. Are we okay again? I know Fliss very nearly got drowned. Yeah. Yeah, because she wanted to go home so badly. Yeah, yeah. She wanted to believe that. That's exactly right. There's a lot that in these books that kids are not let go by those to solve everything, which no real life, but they, yeah, yeah, I love that too. And obviously, these girls have the meanings to do that because they can get invisible, so it's a bit easier for them. And that's also why I loved in the first book that Granny still got them out with the magic bag because Granny had means too, you know. Um, yeah, I like that. The adults want to help if they could, but they're not letting them, and after the first time they forgot. So the ghost part was also, yes, that was definitely a nice touch. But Picer with a nice little dark touch like that. Yeah, yeah, I love that. And again, in a kid's story, like, I love the lore of that, and I love that we got told that through the pirates. And then at first you get the scare that the pirate has been activated, to call it for better, without better words. And then it does get activated, and people actually get drowned by the with by the waves. Right? If it's a well, yeah, yeah. This book really had the theme like water and pirates, and that's why the chest was so good. And yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much. So again, 5 stars for me. I know most of you gave it 5 stars, right? The fish being the missing presumed murdered girl. Yeah, that was also a nice twist. Yeah, that was nice. But how do you feel about the ending? Because I was a tiny bit let down that Willow didn't die. And I really felt it was like, you wanted her to die, but you have been told this is a middle grade and you cannot let children die in middle grade. That is how I felt about the ending. I think Michelle Harrison really wanted her to die and make it that dramatic. But she was told no because it was a middle grade. I'm not sure if that's the case at all, but that's how I felt about the ending. But maybe you guys just really liked it, that it did have a happy ending in the end. But I think it would have been strong if Willow would not have survived. Because, there was hinted so much that she was that she died, and that she didn't make it. Yeah. Let me know, guys. What do you think, and how did you rate this? I know Larissa rated both of these books 5 stars. Kate did too, right? I don't know. Let me know. It wrapped up a little too neatly when it comes to that, but it's, yeah, I feel exactly the same, Larissa. Like, this is a middle grade, neatly wrap up because it's a middle grade. If you would have written this as a young adult, you would not have done that. You would have let her die. And I think that would have been good. But I get it. You cannot let kids die in the middle grade. Yeah, but I wouldn't have mind. I would love if Michelle Harrison would write dark, fairy tale esque stories for adults like T. Kingfisher does. If she's ever gonna write it down, I'm gonna be so happy. That's gonna be great. Yeah, I kinda agree with you. Yeah. I couldn't resist, could I? I rated it, yeah. You rated it less than the rest. Same as the last book, right? Hello, Shangam. How you doing? We are talking spoilers about A Sprinkle of Sorcery. So if you have read it and you don't mind, very welcome. If you haven't read it and you want to read it so you don't want spoilers, thanks for saying hi, but you might want to dip out on this one. Or see it from the start. Yeah, it felt a bit weird for me too. Suddenly, she was alive again. Yeah. But yes, since it's a middle grade, it was well done. Also said that they really left the poacher's pocket, and the last sentence was kind of ominous with the stuff they left behind in the house. Yes. And I love it. The poacher's pocket is so dear to them and to this story, and it has been a huge part of it, so I get that you're sad. But I love that it was a bit ominously done. So, and I do think it's a good way for the story to, and the family, to be somewhere else, to grow a bit, maybe, and see some more of this world that they're living in. So I think for the story, it could be good. I get it. Poacher's Pocket is right, like it's the base, right? So I get that you're sad. Oh yes. Oh, that would be amazing. Yes. I want that so bad. Let's all send her a message today. Hi. We think you would be amazing at this. Could you please try? First one I gave 4.5. Second one 5 stars. Yay! Willow did it. Willow gave it 5 stars. See, you knew you were Charlie. Gotta have a stack, right? I couldn't. And I'm staring at that cookie, that half cookie all day. I had this timer on right from 3 minutes. What did I do in those 3 minutes? Get a cookie, like a Charlie. 4.5. The rest 4 stars. Still not bad for no. Definitely not bad. Evil. Definitely not bad. And also that cat's name is yes. Oi! I love that. And I love the reason why the cat is called Oi. And I also love that Charlie carries a damn rat in her pocket. All the sisters agreed to use the dolls all time to save the rat from Granny. They're all in because that rat means so much to Charlie. And also they keep the rat safe from Oi by making him invisible. These sisters, can you envision being their mom or their granny or have to take care of these 3 girls? You're in trouble. They're a menace. In a good way. But still, they're definitely a handful. And they help each other out and they lie for each other. As a parent, you're on your own. Like, you're having a hard time. You might be with the 2 of them. You might have the grannies backing you up, but they're a front, right? You can't get them. You can't get between them, and I love that. Yes, I loved it. I read the last sentence 3 times because I loved so much how it was written. Yeah. So I'll read it for you again. Such a strange old map hidden under a cobweb floorboard with a tarnished coin. It might once have been part of an old childhood game, or something else entirely. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Hobbit! Being invisible and kept by others. Yeah. The amount of work it would take to keep that rat safe and disguised at all times with a granny that sniffs out trouble. Like, I don't know. It's. She could be a warden. Granny is on point. She sniffs out you're lying, if you're making trouble, anything. She will sniff it out. But they get the damn rat hidden from her. Oh, that. What a prayer, yeah. Yes. I would give up. Do what you want, girls. This is not doable. Yeah. So beautiful. Thank you. Alright, in my brain just matched the three sisters with Morgan Crow and Wednesday Adams and Nevermore. Yeah. They would be good friends. Well, that's why. Mind you, getting those 5 girls into a group. Mind you, those 5 girls going camping like the Lumberjanes. And they were all in the same house. That camp leader would have hell. Yeah. That would be insane. The amount of rule breaking in that cabin. And then Fliss would be like, girls, this might not be. Yeah, you're right. It does sound fun. Let's go. And then Cherry would go, are there snacks? I'm only going with the snacks. Get Hobbit, come. Oh. Oh, I just want to say, imagine if I kept together. I would not want to leave that cabin. Thank you. I would have a sleepover with those girls. There will be no sleep. Imagine like that would be awesome. Yeah, I want to see it now. I want to see it. Please find me a writer who writes that. So it would be the plot of the second Adams movie from. Yeah. Yeah, but more magical, you would. I would imagine more magical. They would definitely set the play on fire. Although Fliss would not be happy about that. She would probably have the lead role, right? And I don't know. Charlie probably will find a dragon's egg somewhere. And the whole thing will go wrong. Or Morgan Crow, she will find something. And then show it to Charlie. And they're both going bazongas over it. This is, it would be as disastrous but magical. Even better. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I do think there are only 2 writers who can write this. That would be Michelle Harrison. Maybe Jessica Townsend can do it too. But I don't think she can go as dark. Although the last book was great. That got a bit darker. But not as dark as Michelle Harrison could do. Or T. Kingfisher. I would like her to write a book like that. And then it would also be adult, so people would be dying on camp. That would happen. Oh! Do you imagine Charlie taking care of that demonic chicken from Nettle and Bone? Wouldn't that be great? I would read that. I would definitely read that. Guys, let me know if there's anything more you would like to talk about. I would like to wrap it up a bit because my back is going to be awful again. It depended more a giant cat fan would meet Charlie. If she brought that cat, there's no way Charlie's not gonna meet it. First of all, she would know Charlie would give her treats, and that cat loves that. Charlie would pamper that cat, and that cat loved to be pampered. So they will find each other. No other way. Oh, I need to read that book now even more. Yeah. Nah. Or the chicken of Moana, yeah. I'm also a huge Pua fan, and I think Charlie and Pua would hit great too. Chicken is great. Yeah. I do think they would make very good friends. As long as there are snacks and pets, Charlie will be there. As long as, her family is there, Fliss will be there. As long as there is adventure and a bit of danger, Betty will be there. And as long as there can be mischievousness, Wednesday will be there. Morgan, she just wants to make friends. So if she finds out there are other nice girls there, she will go. If she has something fun to do, she would go. People don't hate her all the time, she will go. So yeah, I can see it happen. I need to. Yes. Yeah. If you haven't read Ned on Bone, you should. It is a Starfall, where they go on a magical adventure and find their whole crew together. Kind of Wizard of Oz, but dark, with a demonic chicken and a witch and a very not so pretty fairy godmother in it. Yeah, you do not want to mess with the fairy godmother. I love her. She's great. You know you should. Yeah, she would. And she would pay Fan in treats. She would make her do it by giving her treats all the time and brushing her hair, and Fan would love it. And Charlie would love it. They would be best of friends. They would all be very happy, yeah. And Mari would fit in with them all too. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh, that would be great. And Mari would be the leader though. And she is a bit more of a stickler than the rules. So Fliss would definitely have a good friend in Mari. At least she's not alone of following the rules a bit. That sounds so good. Yeah, it is 5 stars. Yeah, one of my favorite books of all time. Same as this. But it is darker, but not so much. That is also a grim, cozy book. I'm gonna say it's grim, cozy. Or Charlie and Sid, they will be, yeah. I mean, Percy would also help him as an aunt. They're like, yeah, probably. Yeah. Imagine somebody encouraging Betty and Charlie's world side. They don't need encouragement. They got it. Yeah, I think that would be great. I would love to put those girls in the cabin. So all we need to do now is pick a date for the third book. How much time do you need to read this book? I still need to read it. This is a good book to read in camp next week. Right, they don't need encouragement. Would love it though. I would love to be that aunt too. Thank you for the great. It's got me hyped up more than I already was. Yeah. This is my favorite book. It has a witch. And the new house they're getting to is amazing. It's great. It really is. So let me know how much time you guys need. I am either away at the end of May, or I can't go away and then I'm gonna be very, very cranky about it. So then I'm also not nice company. So not the last weekend of May, but otherwise I'm fine with it. You can read in the first half of May, that's fine. Need no, but someone who makes feel seen and appreciate the way they are. Yeah, That is definitely. But I do feel Granny does that because Granny does have her own wild side, and she, looks at them tiresome, right? Sometimes, but then she would let them go. They would do it. She does give them little incentives that it's, she can't say it's fine, but she gets it and loves it. Book 3 is definitely going on my TBR for halfway to Halloween weekend next week. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. I think you can count it as spooky book if you want to. But it's also witchy. And I don't know what else we had for proms anymore. Where is my Discord? Ooh. So how do we feel about 17, 18, or 19th of May? Otherwise, it will be the 1st or the 2nd of January. Or 31st of May. Spooky and witchy. Nice. Yeah. Book on Fire. Yeah, definitely. We'll count on Book on Fire. I don't mind when you tell me not reading. Well, one of those 2 weekends would be nice. You can fine by me, yeah. Then I just think we're going for the first weekend because I feel like a lot of us are going to read it next week, and then it's fresh for the most of us. And also, I was so late with this one. I would like to get going with the others and see how we. And if you want to do something else after this. Scary book. That's my favorite snack. Which book and on fire? And it's a thin book. This is not big. I think with one book you may cross them off all. And then if you eat a snack like Charlie would with this book, you got that one as well. And then afterwards you can do a dance party for reading the book outside. You finish 2, and then you only need to do a guilt-free activity that you like. For me, that will be probably eating another snack. Works for me. Let's do that. I'll put it in the Discord and on the YouTube page, so you guys can vote if you want it to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, it's not gonna be the 5th of May. That's your birthday, right, Iwan? Or did I remember wrong? We're not doing it on your birthday. I promise. I'll put a poll up for which date that will be. And if it turns out I do have an evening shift on Friday, that Friday specifically, and I can work, we will reschedule to Saturday or Sunday. If you all pick Friday. But for now it's fine, probably. Thank you all for being here, for reading the books with me, for being so patient because I couldn't even sit on a chair. I do feel it now. I am very, very done with it. So I'm gonna say goodbye. But thank you so much for being here. And having fun with the books. Yes, it is good. Then I remembered correctly. Yeah. Thank you guys. That's what I wanted to say. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.